Thank you, Mr. President. I rise today, as many senators have, to talk about the energy-related votes that we faced this week in the Senate. In my home state of Colorado and in the presiding officer's home state of Pennsylvania and all over our country, Americans are feeling the sting of rising gas prices. And pain at the pump puts a real crimp in the budgets of hardworking families and businesses everywhere. And I hear this every time I'm back in my home state, listening and visiting with the folks there, and they think it's unfair. And I have to say, I agree. Runaway gas prices are not acceptable. And it's our job, I think, here to work across the partisan divide to bring a stop to it. But I have to tell you, instead of pursuing some common sense goals that would move our economy forward and that would involve a comprehensive energy proposal, we're here punching away at each other on issues largely unrelated to our energy independence and the prices that Americans pay at the pump. Now, I'm going to support the vote today. We ought to reduce tax breaks for the 5 largest oil companies. But I really have to say I wish this had been part of a larger discussion on a comprehensive energy strategy that allow us to lead the global economic race. And that said, I'm going to vote to repeal what I think are needless tax breaks for big oil. Traditional energy production has received billions of subsidies over the last 70 years. 70 years. And the top 5 oil companies in particular make billions in profits that far exceed the need for more government support. And I happen to agree with thousands of Coloradans who've been in touch with me to say these companies, which are among the biggest in the world, don't need and shouldn't receive taxpayer money, especially as we look for ways to consolidate our tax code and reduce the deficit. Now, it's important to me that the bill's limited to the top 5 companies, and it doesn't include small independent producers that provide a lot of jobs in Colorado. And I should note that there's some tax credits, like the production tax credit for wind, the investment tax credit for solar, and the intangible drilling cost tax credit for small oil and gas producers that are important to jobs in Colorado and across our country. Now, I think we would agree the ideal energy market would be free from any tax credits. But I also want to make sure that we invest in our domestic energy industries that still need help getting off the ground. And as with most policy matters, this is a delicate balance. So let me wind down my remarks with this request to my colleagues, that we would take responsibility for our economic future and get serious about energy independence. That means that we'd have to shed, each and every one of us, some of our doctrinaire positions. And what's too often, I think, here on the floor, a my way or the highway approach. There are ways to responsibly drill for oil while also increasing our renewable electricity production. There are ways to safely expand nuclear power while also boosting energy efficiency. And there are ways to harness natural gas as a bridge fuel while also spurring a generation of electric cars. These aren't either-or propositions, Mr. President. And I think we especially have to seize the clean energy opportunity that's in front of us so that 2, 4, 10 years from now, we're not still sidetracked by political infighting because we've once again failed to make the tough decisions. A comprehensive energy policy is critically important to our nation's economic recovery and our long-term energy future. Believe me, Americans are ready for it. In fact, they're demanding it. Thank you, Mr. President, and I will yield the floor.